This video is for new index trading system subscribers or for those who would like to learn how to time the markets. So let's get started. First thing you'll probably notice once you subscribe to the index trading system is when you go into the members area, you'll see your market timing indicator. Now this is the tool that will time the stock market for you. By default, we use a bearish setting in bear markets, a bullish setting in bull markets. It'll send you a trade alert in your email or text. It looks something like this right here. Now your trade alert will show you which market timing indicator this alert is coming from. So if you, by default, we activate one market timing indicator for you, but later on in the video I'm going to show you how you can get 2 more for free, and this here will tell you which market timing indicator this trade alert pertains to. So you can trade more than one up and down in the market. You can trade multiple signals in the market. Now it'll also tell you what setting is used for this one right here. So we see this alert is for the bearish 3-1 setting, which is our default setting in a bear market. It'll also give you the prediction, so it's saying that the market is moving lower. Now for us to capitalize on this move in the market lower, we're going to buy an index ETF, and by default we use TZA on a move to the downside. If you want to trade the NASDAQ, you can do that. You can use this signal to do that also, and you would just substitute SQQQ for TZA. Now our buy price is the price that the ETF closed at that day. So when you get this alert, this is the closing price, and you want to try to get as close as that as possible when you go to buy the next day. And then we give you a stop loss on our downside, and we use 8%. So this is 8% off of the buy price. So if you're substituting SQQ instead of TZA, then you would get SQQ's closing price. You would subtract 8%, and that would be your stop loss. And then it gives you a little idea right here of what to do with this. So if you're currently in the upside, if you've already been with us, you're not a new subscriber, and you were in the upside, now it's time to go to the downside. You want to close your TNA. And if you're in the NASDAQ, you close your TQQQ, and we would now move to the downside. And so that's what your trade alert will come. And we send these trade alerts every time that there is this setting here. In this case, we're using the 3-1. So every time this setting determines that the market's going to switch directions, then it will send you a trade alert. And then when you get that trade alert, you can just start trading. Now, as a new subscriber, you can see that our default setting is in the upside, so those subscribers that are following this setting have already bought into the upside. And whether you're too late, that depends. So what your market timing indicator tells you over here is a little recommendation to get you started. So right now it says it's not a good time to go and start your portfolio with this default setting. And then again it says to check tomorrow. So the website updates at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can come here again and see if it's a good time to get started. Now by default we've set a setting that is consistent in most bearish markets. It's the 3-1. It may not necessarily be the best performer giving the best returns, but it is the one that is the most consistent. And just to check that out, you can come down here to compare settings. And we started our bull market here in the index trading system on December 8, 2021, here on our main StockLocater page. And as you see, it is showing a bear market. And if you would like to know when it started, we click on this and we can see December 8th, 2021. And this is today's date using TNA TZA. We'll hit the submit. And you can see that the S&P over this time period has lost 12%. But here is our top settings, and our default setting, bearish 3-1, is right here with a gain of 14.84%. Now, it's not the best performing. 6-0 has been doing so much better. 4-0 has done better. 2-0 is better. And even on the bullish side, they have a 2-2. but as you can see, it's in the top 5 returns, and it's doing a lot better than the S&P. And so that's why we use this as our consistent setting. But if you want to trade a setting that is hot, for example, 6-0 has done very good during this bear market, but is it the hot one right now? And so to check for that, you can go to your settings monitor. And remember, we're in a bear market, so you want to look at these bearish settings. And if we scroll through here, you can see the best settings are right in here. So 4-0, 5-0, and 6-0. Now we'll come over here to the NASDAQ, and we can see something a little bit different. The best setting over here using the NASDAQ with SQQ and TQQ has been this bullish 1-0. So if you would like to get similar gains to this, then all you need to do is come back over here. So if you wanted to trade the NASDAQ, the TQQ, SQQ, you can come up here, and we're going to select bullish 1-0. We will update it, and it shows me that it's in the upside with TQQQ, and it is a good time to start or add funds. By default, we use TNA, but in your case, if you just substitute TQQ for this, and the buy price would be whatever TQQ closed at last, and so that is your buy price. Now, if we were going to use the Russell 2000, trade the ups and downs on there, you saw that bearish 6-0 was the big winner, and we would put that in here, and you would see that it is in the downside, and today is a good time to start on the downside. A buy price of 31.78, and it even has a stop loss. So when we're in the downside, we use an 8% stop loss. Now, if you don't like to figure out which setting is the hot setting right now, there is a tab right here which is called Trading Ideas, and if you click on that, you're going to see the exact same two that we just talked about: bullish 1-0 with TQQ SQQ and a bearish 6-0 with TNA TZA. So you would put one of these settings in here, and you would hit update, and now you would be trading whatever the hot setting is. Now, if you want to go back to the default, which is our consistent setting, you can just click this using default, and you can hit update, and you will have you're back to the bearish 3-1. Now, if you want to diversify and play more than 2 settings, for example, if you wanted to do bullish 1-0 and 6-0, then we would unclick this. We would put our bullish 1-0 in here. We would hit update, and now we would need a second market timing indicator to send us trade alerts for our second one. And so for that, you would go to your profile. Now on your profile page, you can activate up to 3 different MTIs. So we've already got 1-0 in here. We're going to set the next one for 6-0, and we'll hit update. And when we go back to our home page, you'll see now we have 2 market timing indicators on here. We have our bullish 1-0 and we have our bearish 6-0. They're both saying the right time to start right now, and one's in the upside and one's in the downside. So this one right here is our bearish, so we were going to be using the TNA TZA, so we would do TZA here. And this one up here, our bullish 1-0, is we're going to use the NASDAQ, so we would use TQQ with this one because it's in the upside. So we would be buying TQQ today, and we would be buying TZA today, and we would be playing the ups and downs on the Russell and the NASDAQ. And that's pretty much it. And then you'll get a trade alert. So once you get started, because remember, current subscribers are already in these positions, so you're not going to get a trade alert for this. You just read this, and it says get started, so now we start. Now, when the market switches directions, that's when you're going to get your trade alert. Trade alerts are only sent when the market is switching directions. So when this setting here feels the market is going to go to the upside, you'll get your trade alert, you'll sell your TZA, and you'll go and buy the TNA. And when this one feels like it's going to the downside, you'll get your trade alert, and you'll sell your TQQ and go into the downside and buy the SQQQ. All right, so I hope that makes sense, and that's pretty much all there is to trading the ups and downs in the stock market.